So we'll be reviewing week 3 PTS patch notes for the Gold Road chapter. It's PTS patch notes version 10.0.2. Judging by the scroll bar here, I don't think it's much, but we'll see. Okay, so hopefully we get to see some more adjustments to the new trial. We get to see more adjustments to the new scribing system. And we also just see some general combat balancing for itemization and just abilities. Looks like they are enabling event testing for White Strix Mayhem, which is the biannual. I guess, do you say biannual if it happens twice a year? Yeah. Event for PvP where you get double AP, double Telvar, and double XP if you kill players, along with its own rewards. And what is this? Guild Trader timers. Guild Trader item sale timers have been reduced from 30 days to 14 days to allow for improvements in server performance by reducing strain on the database. Note that existing item listings will not be affected by this change. Wow. Okay. I wish I had my game up still, but basically, that's actually a pretty significant change. And I feel like I need to give a bit more context to anyone watching why they're doing this. I understand why they're doing this. I'm not sure if this is like a good idea just yet. So if you guys remember from the first week of PTS, they are updating some backend things and some more additional server performance improvements, namely mail improvements. As you can see here on week 1, they basically are going to reduce, or they're going to add another category to categorize the mail you get. Player mail system alerts. But what's interesting about the mail system is you'll now have to take, I think, like take them, because a lot of them don't have the 30-day timers anymore. Pretty sure. So if I can find the... here it is. Mail expiration changes. Okay, information only mails, 7 days. Hireling mails, 7 days. Activity finder rewards, 7 days. Rewards for the worthy, 7 days. Guild Trader purchases, 7 days. 14 days for weekly leaderboards and Guild Trader returns and sales. Rewards such as Twitch drops, 14 days to a maximum of 180 days. Kind of ignore that, but this is basically going to be the new mail system. 7 days for the most part. Maybe a couple categories for Guild Trader sales and weekly leaderboards, 14 days. So 2 weeks, but most of them 7 days. Now, in week 3 PTS, we are seeing that extend, not just from the mail system, but to the Guild Trader system. Does anyone in chat have any thoughts about this? I feel like this is I feel like this is very significant. I feel like this could have been its own... I guess it's under big changes, but I don't know. Maybe they could have made this I feel like they could have given the explanation for it apart from server performance. It's bad. Why is it bad? Why do you think it's bad? To me, this is like, okay, you have to be a lot more active in trading. For sure. Although I feel like this is not going to affect the high traffic traders or people in the high traffic traders, considering their postings or listings go out in less than a week anyway. So, but I feel like for the more secluded or less traffic traders, people in those guilds that are also not really hardcore traders or whatever, they're going to be affected in terms of like, well, now they need to be a bit more active and log into the game a bit more and keep up the listings. I don't know. This could potentially hurt traders. What do you mean? Please expand. You're still trying to process this. So okay, let's just simplify it. Instead of your listing lasting 30 days on a trader on the guild store rather, now it's 14 days. So instead of 4 weeks, it's 2 weeks. I don't know. I think I can see it could be bad for long-term listings. Like I know some furnishings or certain rare pieces in the game do take longer to sell because, you know, they are priced astronomically. So that would be kind of a gold drain on some people. Do we finally get a gold drain in the system, in the game? So, like, for example, if you're going to sell something worth 3 million gold, there's a listing fee for that, right? What's the listing fee? exactly? I forget. I know the guild tax is 7.5%. Listing fee is what, 10%, 5%? But still, if the higher price it is, the more you're gonna pay each time you need to relist it. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. I think this is definitely something you have to take note of for the Gold Roll chapter and onwards. Might have to make a separate video on it just to like spread some more awareness. Could help in bringing prices down, maybe, or it might it might speed things up, or make people divide their things in smaller price packages, if that makes sense. Instead of selling like 200 tempering alloys or 16 tempering alloys, maybe it could be 8 tempering alloys or whatever. I don't know. Could be more fast paced. I don't know. But anyway, let's keep moving on. Arcanist. Oh, this is a very short list of combat changes, and I think this kind of signals that they are mostly happy with where the classes are for the next patch at least. They just have a fix to the minor vulnerability not applying from Rune of Uncanny Adoration. Werewolf, Deafening Roar, fixed an issue. Let's see, we got comment in regards to the guild trader timer. So there are items that take longer to sell due to having a nice stock of materials, or when someone has a whim to do up houses, our real life call for changes, whatever. If the limit is decreased and the item gets sent back and someone is gonna think, oh, this is a bad item to list, oh fuck, wrong price or whatever, and it could be something that is actually needed, but if they think that trader isn't listing it and doesn't return. Okay. Hoarding gonna be worse? You think, maybe. We'll see, I think it could go like in a lot of different directions. Monster sets, okay, overland sets, trial sets. This fixes mainly German, okay. Grimoires, fixed an issue. There really isn't much. Which is very surprising to me. But then again, it's sort of a tame combat patch. I feel like a lot of the significant combat changes came before in Update 41 and not upcoming in Update 42. So Update 42 seems to be building a bit more off of the, the stats effect changes and so forth from Update 41. So this is rather surprising to me because usually PTS Week 3 has a lot of adjustments to what is on the PTS, but I think this is one of the very few Week 3s I'm seeing where not a lot of things are happening. So in some ways, it's a little, it's nice, but perhaps not as exciting, or perhaps some people will be disappointed. So yeah. Ray lead, not real life. Okay. All right. Well, that's it. That's really it. But there's some other things that I want to cover. I don't want to make a separate video on. And it's about the rewards. And again, a lot of people have been noting, even the people who haven't been playing a lot, have been noting that the rewards, at least for the daily login rewards, is getting a lot better. Free DLC, free crown crates, whatever, like a bunch of free cool things. And the endeavors, there's so many more endeavors now being given out, like 200 endeavors, 500 endeavors, whatever, for silly tasks. And a big part of that, I think, is because it's a 10-year anniversary. I'm not sure if this trend will continue. I hope it does. Well after the 10-year anniversary of 2024, or even up to mid-2025, where they're going to have the 10-year anniversary for console. But yeah, that's just something to keep in mind when we look at these rewards, because a lot of people have been commenting on this. So for example, if you log in for 3 days straight not straight, but just 3 days in general in ESO, you get that massive Red Guard house for free. It's called the Red Sword Singer's Redoubt. And it's a huge house. We've toured it before. It has a cavern system and everything. So that's honestly an actually good reward to just log in for. I just wish that they could implement this whenever they can into, just not just logging in, but to actually play the certain aspects of the game. For sure. May rewards going to be fat. Willing to bet has a lot to do with the compensation on PTS players are getting for being locked out. Okay. So you think? Oh, so you and other people might be thinking, well, the whole PTS fiasco kind of led to this. I feel like they may have had this planned already, or maybe they swapped out the reward just because of the PTS fiasco. I don't know. But then they have for days 4 to 8, scale collar crown crates. Claim 1 crate a day for 5 days to collect 5 crown crates in total. Oh yeah, whatever. Cool. I mean, that's cool. I know a lot of people like crates, and it's free this time. Day 10, you'll get 500 endeavors, and on day 14, you get bacon. But as the article says, don't even think about bacon. It's too cute. And on days 16 to 20, you get more crown crates. Even the article's like, more crown crates? That's right. There's another set of 5 crates that'll be claimable for 5 more days. So, yeah, this is going to be a preview of what's coming in May. And I'm kind of excited to see what they're going to offer in June when the chapter actually releases. Because that's also going to be a big month to draw people in to actually play the chapter, to play the game. So June might be even better than this. But again, I'm not really holding out too much hope just yet that this trend is going to continue after the 10-year anniversary year, right? But yeah, that's pretty much it for the PTS patch notes of week 3. We'll be testing some more things shortly, actually, like Gerwulf, and seeing if it's worth it. And of course, that's the news about the daily login rewards. Yep.